Hello there and welcome back to Scandinavia. So, we have currently a little bit of an issue here, that is the Civil War. Last time we didn't really do much. We did a little bit of conquest, but that is also the limit of what I actually end up doing. And other than that, I don't really expect it to change during this session. We are probably going to do, or more or less just try and finish the Civil War quickly. And as soon as we've done that, we are probably going to, simply try and continue our quest to take the Byzantine Empire, and let's see if we can do some other achievements. I don't really know what else to do. Potentially I'll have the kitty here educated by not an Ashkenazi, but a Russian, if I have any here. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, it seems like I'm not actually allowed to choose, so we're going with trying to turn him Jewish instead, since hopefully that'll work better. The problem is my husband, the Emperor, but we'll sort that out once we actually get a proper kid on the throne, more or less. So we're going to solve the Civil War, and then we're going to continue our conquest for the Byzantine Empire. We'll see how it all plays out. Well, this is one of those, oh, you gotta be kidding me moments. They got 36,000 men through an event here. 36,000. I don't think this army here, this army, no matter how strong it supposedly is, can deal with that. I will give it a shot though. It'll be 3-1. Most likely, which is a little bit awkward. But I think we can handle it if I just get a superior position. So I'm going to walk to Adrianopolis now, and we're going to try and see if we can, as I said, get a victory here in that first battle. Of course, a Bulgarian liberation revolt has happened in my path with 8,000 men, just because, well, wouldn't be funny if there was any less. We lost a battle here. Yeah, of course, these guys actually rose up at their army. But, yeah, we're going to have some things here that needs to be, we have to find a way to take care of this in a ordinary manner, or a good manner. So I'm going to show you the battle with these 30. If they split up their armies, that would actually be pretty damn great. And if they do that, I'm pretty sure that I can pull a victory here. So 2 of their armies are actually going to join up here, but 2-1 is not. Those are actually odds that I can get behind, unless I get some very bad modifiers here. No, we have the odds on our side here. We already no, we haven't actually broken one of their flanks, but since their flanks are so heavily reliant on a single type unit, it's very easy to destroy them. As you can see, we won't destroy 14,000 men, lost 3,000 of our own, and the only real thing here that could screw me over is if these guys get some sieges going, and otherwise can screw me over with that. If they can't pull something like that together, then I'm pretty sure that we will win this with just a little bit more of that, effort. So I'm just going to keep on. We're trying to destroy the bigger armies here. As you can see, they were defeated. But we're definitely going after this army. We're just going to allow the other one to get a little bit more morale, so it lasts a little bit longer in battle. And the reason why we'd want it to last a little bit longer in battle is so we can kill more of the men and not have them be as obnoxious as they are right now. So I'm going to march on these guys, and hopefully I'll get them killed. So, or they could be nice and just march on me. That works too. But as you can see, the retinues themselves are more than strong enough to handle most enemies here. So if I can just destroy their armies, then I'm pretty sure that it won't be too much of a problem to actually win this. But once again, the fact that they are sieging places like here and here is definitely annoying, and it's definitely going to be a big problem. Also, the fact that the revolt more or less is spread over a large area is also going to be a obnoxious problem. So I'm just going to have to do this slowly but surely, more or less. So I'm going to get this going, and we'll see how it all plays out. As you can see, we'll actually take a white piece, and we're just going to go for that. And the reason is simple: I see no benefit in dragging out this war at all. Of course, I'll get a little bit more extra money from imprisoning people, but let's face it, we're giving our enemies an opportunity to steal land. We're also potentially going to lose some counties. Basically, it's things like that that I do not like. So what we're going to do instead now is join up these armies in, I think, Chartres, and we're going to start raiding again, big time. Just use that as a raiding army. We're going to take what we haven't already taken here, which is Wallachia and Curzon. And then we're probably going to go for a single war on the Byzantine Empire itself. We also have to go down to Alto Aragon to deal with some more rebels, Catholic rebels nonetheless. So we do have some issues, more or less, that needs to be dealt with, but they will be dealt with. So it's not like it's a horribly big problem. And also, before I forget it, we're going to dismiss all Levi's because there's no reason to have them up. Apparently, I have a lot of people in my prisons that could be potential money here, but I don't feel like pressing a ransom prison on everyone just get 10 gold. Fair enough, if I get it on most people, I probably get between 600 and 700, but even so, it's kind of weird. So, as you see here, as I thought, changing the religion, it's more than enough to actually push them out of the inheritance league, so to speak. I need a young brat, more or less. So I think we're going to try and educate him back to Norse here. It did use less than a year to actually become something else here, so I think I'll just go for educating him myself. And hopefully I can educate him back, so to speak, before we get into trouble. Let's see, let's sort them by age and see what we get then. She's actually the youngest. I think we'll go for Angarima Dayar of Sudrayar here. I think that should probably work just fine. I just need a young kid to take control here. That's basically it. So yeah, as I said, we'll deal with the current wars, and then we'll do some more conquests and see if we get everything we're after here. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll also deal with the rebels and well, do some more raiding, more or less. So we'll see how it turns out. Pretty sure we'll go just fine. So we have a jihad here for Portugal, which is a little bit interesting. I have no idea who it's actually called on. If it's it's not Asturia. They actually got ahead and declared a jihad on this guy. I'm actually very tempted to just go ahead and raid the coast in order to, well, screw their jihad over and otherwise get a good laugh. But that's no concern of ours. As you can see here, we've already won the war or the small uprising, or against the uprising, so that's fine. We're now going to siege this county here, and that should be enough actually to win the... Well, I have to siege one more. And there we have it. The war for 2 of the 4 provinces that make up Wallachia is over. We can now enforce demands. Apparently we have the... well, we have a lot of kings actually in this war, but it didn't make a difference. I never saw any of them, more or less. So let's just hand out these provinces and let us continue our conquest here. We'll take, as I said, 2 of the provinces as well. We'll probably go after or against the Noravids here to take some of the, well, smaller areas. Potentially we'll go for bigger duchies like Trebizond, Armenia. I don't think we'll go for Colnea, but it depends to be seen. Might actually declare one of Byzantines and try and take Raska or Dioclea. We'll have to consider that, but as things are now, they're looking good. We'll be starting raiding with these guys. Well, I did place them now in a place, or I forgot about them, so they have taken a bit of attrition, which is bad, but we'll learn it back once we actually start raiding, I think. And these guys are some cowards that just run and run and run. But yeah, as I said, we'll do some raiding, we'll hand out the counties, and then we'll see how we stand after that. So, the war for Cherson here is over, and as a result here, I should be able to steal the empire, but apparently this doesn't look like that is an option. No idea if the Montalite were able to actually place the part. Yeah, I can't use silver tile from Sovereigns of War, so we'll actually go down and kill off the revolters for him. And I think I have most of what's needed. We'll probably fight Hungary here for these 2. So if I can, I'll probably just go ahead here and declare war on them. Yeah. We'll go for the conquest of Križevice and Belgrade once we can. And this, as I said, there's a secondary reason why I want to do raids and try and to some degree save up some money. And the reason for that is fairly simple. I will be needing to have positive relations with the entire, well, country. Once we get to the fact that I want to install pretty much any term, no vassals can be fighting each other, and no vassals can have a... Oh, it's actually, they set that to absolute now. Well, that sucks. Can I go... The only thing I can actually think of doing instead then is taking the Byzantine Empire. I believe that has primogeniture. set it as primary, destroy, and then recreate the Scandinavian Empire. I have no idea if that would actually work. I will have to check that. And potentially if I actually set up with... if I actually set something up where I have primogeniture turf for my empires, I'll probably create the Empire of Britannia and everything else while I'm at it as well. So there's that. There's a lot of smaller things that I can do that will probably benefit me. But for now, we'll just keep our eyes open for potential revolts in the area and see if we can get the Byzantine Empire tile on our hands. Let's see if we can make something work here. This has got to be one of the funniest things I've ever read. The jihad for Portugal fails. The great as it seems does not favour the most unfaithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Caliph Mahdi has called the jihad for Portugal against Duke. Let me just say it again. Duke George of Beja won. And let's face it, the Catholic world, not that strong. These guys should have beaten them. Or him. Of course, considering the fact that he can hire the Holy Orders, then it's probably not as ridiculous as I'd like to make it out, but I still find it humorous that a Duke was capable of defending himself against, well, virtually everyone. Or something that's 3 times as big, so maybe I'm actually being mean to the Caliph, but I still find it funny that the Duke won, and also that I can raid people with relative ease here. As I said, we're still going to try and usurp the Byzantine Empire. I think I can right now. I believe the time limit or the time here has gone out. Let's see. Nope, still seems to be not possible. 3rd of December, so it's half a year, and then we can try and usurp it. Let's see if we can then. Damn it. As I suspected, we don't have enough land yet. We have 61%. We need far more. So I guess we'll fight the Byzantines. We'll go for a conquest here. See if potentially someone else rises up. Colnea is up for grabs. Colnea, Emir, this guy. Yeah, we're going to go after every single count here first and foremost, and we'll see what happens afterwards. We'll also go after Colnea in a holy war, and we'll basically just try and take as much land as we can. The problem right now is that most of the land is actually rather fractured, and as such it will be difficult to take it, but I think we'll be able to pull something off. It'll just take a bit of time. So I'm just going to do a lot of small conquests here in Byzantium, and then we'll see how it plays out. Once again, I don't expect there would be any big battles. By big, I mean over 10,000 people on both sides. That is what I line big, basically 20,000 more troops. But yeah, I think the worst thing we'll face is this 5,000-man army. We'll probably actually fight that one, destroy it, that is. So other than that, I would once again I wouldn't expect any interesting things to happen. We'll see how it goes. So, as you can see, we won the Holy War for Colnea. We have kind of an annoying thing that I need to consider here. Do I want to go down to Aleppo or do I want to go north? These guys actually have a truce, so it doesn't really matter if I wait or not. But I'm very tempted to actually take the trip down here and declare war on these guys. Holy War for Jerusalem or Holy War for Ascalon. It doesn't really matter which. I think I'll go for Ascalon since I'll get the entire duchy. And it's also one of those that are necessary to form... I believe it's necessary. Well, probably not really. But I think we're going to go down there, fight for Ascalon. Go to fight for Aleppo. And then we're going to declare Holy War on these guys. Where we're going to fight for Trebizond, I think. Holy War for Trebizond, which will make this. And we'll also fight, of course, Georgia. I'm pretty sure Georgia already are being attacked by us. Prepared invasion, actually, by Queen Björg of Finland. So, I don't have anything to worry about. It seems my people are doing things very nicely. So, if you see, like here, I believe this area was actually separated earlier. But as you can see, my people actually do a lot of conquests for me. I don't really have to do most of it myself, which is kind of bad since it can lead to uncontrolled expansion, which in turn will lead to even worse independence revolts. But all in all, I dare say that their conquest is helpful. So I'm just going to allow them to continue that. But unfortunately I wasn't able to get hold of the Byzantine Empire even this episode, but hopefully I can do it next time. We're going to continue the conquests that we've been doing so far. and hopefully that'll be enough to actually usurp the empire. We'll also most likely fight the Byzantium itself. We'll hopefully, when we go after Trebizond here, be able to force some of these smaller lords to declare independence revolts or any revolts at all. We'll simply have to wait and see. But this is the end of this episode. We'll continue our conquest next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.